So I talk all of the time about networking in person, but how do you actually do that? And how do you create a community so that there are people who serve the same customers as you in different ways, and you guys can actually refer them to one another and create a little bit of a group? I think this is brilliant. I think this is underutilized, and that's what we talk about today in this hot seat with Deval. And I'm not even going to say anymore. I'm really excited for you to listen to this. I think that this is what a lot of people are missing in terms of growing their business. And so, without further ado, please listen and enjoy. And I hope that this helps. Devo, let's do it, man.
Sure. So yeah, my name is Dhaval. I'm based out of Bangalore, India. So by education, I'm a commerce graduate. By profession, I was an IT cloud architect for 15 years before I jumped into a full-time health and fitness coach. So from health and fitness perspective, I'm a certified personal trainer, ACE, PNL1, PNL2. Okay, so that's what I do. Who do I work with? So I've refined that after joining OTM even further, and I work with dads who are 35 plus who wants to inspire their kids by living a healthy life and inspire by action, not by just telling them go lose some weight if they're not doing it themselves. So, and the reason I came up to that is a lot of the best clients that I worked with, they wanted to do it for the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why I said, who do I enjoy working with? Right? And that's the common silver thread that I came up with. So yeah, that's who I work with.
Cool. So, what are we talking about today?
Yeah. So the reason I was recommended to get into this by Krista is, I've worked with a lot of marketing and sales coaches and masterminds in India. And one of the event that is now happening, like after 2 years of COVID, everything was online. Now there's an offline event that in Bangalore where I will be awarded a very funny award, which is called Emerging Unicorn of Coaching, which is
Emerging
like,
unicorn. Okay.
yeah. So a unicorn, the startup world unicorns of $1 billion
Yeah.
dollars, right? So like it's like 1 crore rupees in India, which is like, thousand, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Which is
10
about how
million,
much? Which is
10
about how
million,
much in
10
US
million,
dollars?
10 million.
Okay.
10 million. So 10 million is the number, but if you divide it, like $80 is, oh, no, sorry, 80 rupees is $1. So
Is
divide
$1.
that by
Yeah.
80.
So
Yeah.
my
So about a
my
million,
my
about a
sister married.
million.
About a million.
Mhm.
Okay. So my sister married a Hindu man, and at the wedding, I was the oldest uncle. My two oldest brothers couldn't make it. I was the oldest uncle, and so my job was to steal his slippers and hide them.
Okay.
And then this is part of their tradition. I don't know if it's all Indian weddings or just this. He's from Calcutta, and so
Mhm.
the whole idea was I steal his slippers, and then he has to pay me to get them back. And
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm holding these for ransom. 75 rupees. He's like, all right. I was like, oh, shit.
That's less than $1 now. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I know. Okay, well, that's wonderful. Congratulations. So you're getting this award because your coaching business is doing really
Yeah.
well,
So
and yeah,
like in Indian currency, I've made 75 lakh rupees, which about, 7.5 million rupees, not dollars. Right?
right,
So yeah. And the best part about that is in this event, I'm going to meet other coaches
right.
and trainers. And one of the best leverages that I had when I switched to, high ticket coaching is that I know a good person, a very good friend of mine who is a coach. He teaches stock market investing. So what I do is every 3 to 4 months, or whenever there is no regular cadence, but I go to his community, I do a free webinar, and then I give a call to action as a 15-minute clarity call. So people come in, talk to me. Whoever qualifies, I get them into an enrollment call, and
Yep.
then I make sale there. So when I did it for the first time, the same thing, like just one webinar and the follow-up calls made me $10,000.
Cool.
Okay. And now I have leverage and opportunity to try and do that with other coaches, collaborate and do that. So purely organic, just working, and we're building alliance there with other people. My adventures with running ads for high ticket coaching hasn't been really great.
Yeah.
I've run ads for those, webinars and low ticket 5-day workshops and then conversion.
Yep.
It's been okay, but the margin and profits were like really bad. So organic is one which is doing pretty
Is
well
much better.
for now.
Yeah, I mean, paid ads for this type of thing, you got to go super low ticket or free, and then have a really good system to basically upgrade people and serve people as you go. Well, I mean, this is wonderful. It sounds like there's a lot of good stuff going on. The nice thing about getting this award is immediately now with this event, you're going to be the guy that everybody's going to look to and be asking questions about, and that, which is a really good position to be in. Whenever I speak at an event, I always ask to speak on the first day, because then for the rest of the event, it's much easier just to meet people and like shake hands and stuff like that. Do you think with the other coaches that are at the event, do you think there's an opportunity for them to become almost like work under your umbrella and like help service your customers and come in with you? Or where do you think the opportunity is there?
So the opportunity is to more to work with non-health and fitness coaches,
Yeah.
so that like who has similar target audience as mine. So the guy that I work with, he teaches stock market and investment. So now this is really good, like who invest money, people who have
Yeah.
money,
Of
right?
course.
Plus he is already coaching people, which
Yep.
means people are ready to invest in personal development and learning. They have money, they're interested in that. Now they have wealth. The health could be the one that is probably not in
Yeah.
the place, which we know for the most of the people. And that gave me a good leverage. There is
Yeah.
another life coach who is doing really well, and he's a Tony Robbins certified life coach in India, which is a big thing. So we are exploring working something out with him on similar lines. I just had a meeting with him a couple of weeks back, so he's going to be at the event. He's one of the speaker alongside with me, so we're going to have the
What's the
chat.
motivation? Let's go back. I mean, the life coach maybe I think is cool, but let's go back to this stock picker, stock investor, not stock picker, but stock investor coach.
Mhm.
Because I agree with you. I mean, the people that it's a guy, right? The people that this guy is going to be coaching are people generally who have excess money. Like that's like why they're probably, hopefully, that's why they're picking stocks. And the stock market's been pretty good. So hopefully they're doing well right now and feel like they have more money, unlike last year. And ask me how I know. And so they, that I think that type of person is a very good opportunity. What do you think his motivation would be to work with you? Do you think it would be financial? Like if you were to go to him and you were to say, hey, everybody who comes to me from you, I'll give you 25%. Do you think that would be motivation, would be financial, another way for him to make money from the work he's already doing? Do you think there's some other motivation, like maybe you work with him for free and get him in good shape or whatever? Like, what do you
Mhm.
think it is?
Yeah, so we already have a working relationship in place. So we have like
Okay,
15% that I give to him for everything
cool.
that I earn from him. So yes, he gets money. At the same time, like we all have gone through a certain training together, like how to coach online, and there's something called a code of honor that we build, right? Whereas like what do you really value and on what basis do you build the communities?
Yeah.
Like I don't build the communities, he does, because I don't do those Russell Brunson style webinars and then 3 levels of training. It doesn't really, help me do what I do because I'm more into change psychology and coaching,
You don't
and it
have
is more
37
personal.
bonuses for everything you sell, is what you're saying?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, right? And
Yeah.
I don't really feel like doing it, but the code of honor that he has and the kind of values that we share. So I know he belongs to the same city that I belong to. So
Right.
I've met him. He speaks the same language as me. Like India is big, like it's a
Yeah.
European Union, if you can
What
understand.
language do you speak? Do you speak Hindi?
I speak like my mother tongue is Gujarati, but I speak
Oh, Gujarati.
Hindi.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Gujarati, Hindi, I speak English, and now
Yeah.
I live in Bangalore, so I speak broken Kannada as well. So like,
Okay, so here's the kind of stuff that I love. What you're doing is the kind of shit that wakes me up in the morning, man. I love this because you're all working together and it's not it's a positive sum game. to get yours, you don't have to take theirs. You all
Yep.
can win by servicing these people and making these people better. And the best part about this is that the type of person who spends money on one type of coach is the same type of person who's going to spend money on other coaches. Trying to convince people to spend money on a coach that has never bought a coach before isn't, I mean, trying to get, and like, you know this, you're PN1 and PN2, trying to get somebody to change even after they've hired you is hard enough. Trying to get them to change their belief systems and their habits before they hire you in order to hire you, holy shit, that's hard, man. And so what you're doing here is you starting to build a network of other people like yourself that have found these individuals that are self-development minded, that are, I mean, they're, and so that seems to me like your angle, like you and the stock investor. I wonder whether you guys can be the head. I mean, call it, what did you call it? The hero's code? The code of conduct?
The code of honor. Yeah,
the code of honor. So call it literally like the coach's code of honor and build a community of high-end coaches. And when you're at this event, invite other coaches into the code of honor. And part of the code of honor is you guys support one another. Is there's one expert coach on every topic, right? There's not going to be another stock investor, for example, but and what you can then do is you all will grow together. And you can all, I mean, your arrangement with the stock investor is an affiliate relationship, right? He's got this community. He promotes your webinar. He lends his trust to you. You present the webinar. Whatever customers sign up with you, you pay him. That's an affiliate relationship. But part of this coach's code of honor is you all support one another. A quick story, and then we got to move on. I mean, back in the day when I started online marketing, call this 2011, 2012. This is when ebooks were selling for like $67, $99 online, and commissions were 75% to 100% of the upfront sale. So you could make a lot of money as an affiliate promoting somebody else's ebooks because the profit margin was 100%. These things are digital, right? Now, you can't sell an ebook for $99 anymore, but you could in 2012, 2013. There were a couple, there were 4 or 5 big online fitness marketers who basically bound together, and they were like, we're going to win this and we're not going to let anybody else in. And they made a deal that they planned before the year started what ebook each of them was going to come out on. So one would do mobility, one would do fat loss, one would do intermittent fasting, one would whatever, right? So they would each hit one key topic, and then they would plan when they're going to come out over the course of the year, and they would all promote one another. And these guys just dominated. And then it screwed up because 1 or 2 of them got greedy and started to do stuff that was against the code, and everybody broke up. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just competition. It's like, hey, we support these people. They do good work.
Yeah.
So do I. I think this event that you're going to, where you're getting this award, is a perfect opportunity to almost interview a few folks into this community. Start a Slack channel with you guys or something, you know, a Telegram messaging group or something. I think it's cool, man.
Yeah, so that's something that's similar that we are working on with the life coach, because he's a life coach. Now, you know, people come for life coaching, and then, you know, there is a health wealth relationship things that come in, right?
What?
So relationship is life coaching that he does. Health and wealth is that he doesn't have anybody who he can really trust and who does good work. So I've been talking to him, and he does high ticket, like, you know, and he said, this is the perfect thing that I'm looking for.
Right.
So if things work out, then again, you know, that's going to be another channel through which I start getting leads. And if I have 4 or 5 of these people that I start working with, then my leads are taken care of.
You don't need much more. Cool, man. I love it. Thank you for coming on. Hey, John again, and I hope that you really enjoyed listening to that hot seat with Deval talking about networking with the stock picker coach and with other coaches and how they're going to build a little community together. I think there's a lot of opportunity in creating these little groups of people that serve the same types of customers as you, but in different ways. Because somebody who buys one thing will buy related things, right? Somebody who buys expensive coaching in one area is the same type of person who's going to buy expensive coaching in another area. Trying to convince somebody who doesn't have a coach to hire a coach is a much more difficult proposition. And so, anyway, this was a hot seat on my mentorship, and if the mentorship is something that you're interested in, very cool. Love to chat with you about it. Send me an Instagram message. I'm at It's Coach Goodman, and just say mentor, and we'll have a conversation about it. See if it's right for you. And if you're looking for another episode to listen to, I'm going to recommend you listen to episode 66, Choosing What the Fuck You Should Be Doing. This is, I think, probably the best episode we've recorded. It's certainly the section in the book that is one of my favorites. And it's so much so that actually this is the section of the book that we're sending as a sample of the book to the proposal to the book publishers, just to give you an idea of like which one I like so much. And so anyway, episode 66, Choosing What the Fuck You Should Be Doing. Have a listen to that, and I will talk to you soon.